How's it going, Dave from Comic Book Investments? So, got some stuff back from CGC. Got more stuff than this, but it's always on our website, collectorscomics.com. But yeah, let's just go through some things that I got in that I found interesting. Here we go. We got Amazing Adventures 11. This is the first appearance of the furry beast. Now, he is in black color, but they later changed him to blue. But yeah, this is the first time he... I don't know what he's trying to do. He was trying to like curb his... I read it a long time ago. I'm trying to remember. He was trying to get rid of his mutation or something like that. And takes some antidote and it has the reverse effect. So I guess he's not that smart. Does the exact opposite he wants. And then he's like... Because there's something about his feet. I think he's like, oh, I don't like my feet. It's like, who cares? Like, think about this. If you had those feet, you'd probably make an OnlyFans and you'd make a ton of money. Now, there's people out there that have weird fetishes. There's someone like this big gargantuan furry feet, I'm sure. So you'd be swimming in all the, I guess, money and whoever likes feet. And yeah, so he's trying to fix his feet or something like that. He didn't really like his feet, the weirdest thing. And he ends up turning into a furry beast, which even then, I'm sure he can make a ton of money on OnlyFans. I mean, all these people. That's why I can't stand about... I hate the storyline when they do X-Men usually. Oh, I didn't want these powers. I didn't want this. Oh, it sucks. Poor me. I just want to be normal. No one does that. Now, I remember watching some X-Men cartoon. There's this guy and his powers were like literally nothing. He just looked like a ghoulish monster and he didn't get anything cool. It wasn't like at least Toad. He's like, you know, had a long tongue and he can jump pretty high and things like that. I mean, you'd have a career in the NBA for sure if you're a Toad. But a lot of these, I hate the storyline. Like, oh, poor me, poor me. It's like, are you kidding me? Even Cyclops powers, like, yeah, I have to see in red everywhere I go. But I could literally blast anyone I want. I could kill anyone anytime I want. I could do so much stuff. Yeah, I don't care. I would take that. Trust me, I would. I don't know. I hate that storyline. But anyways, it's first furry beast. Came back great. I was hoping for $3.99. Sorry, rant. It started right off with a rant. What is this? Spider-Man 25. Isn't this first Mary Jane, but her face is not shown? Yep, face not shown. Yes, first Mary Jane. Face not shown. $2.79. Came back great, I was hoping for. In case you guys are wondering, the number I usually say is the price of the book. This is the second appearance of Scorpion. He's in the water. I don't even know. It looks pretty deep. But yeah, this is $5.79. Came back great, I was hoping. This one, I remember my dad telling me this story about this Spider-Man. And I read it as a kid, and I thought it was cool. I haven't read it in a long time. Every once in a while, if you guys are wondering, when I get comics in, and if I see a cover that's interesting, I'll read it. So, one of the most funniest ones I read, because I also, you know, I see the same comics come through all the time. And I remember seeing this one. It was a action, I don't know, it was an older action, probably like early 50s, I think. And he's trying to get a drink out of a drinking fountain and it turns gold and you have gold footprints and it's like everything Superman touches turns to gold. And I go, okay, I got to figure out what's going on in this one. You know, very campy. This is when the Comics Code came out and they just neutered everything and made everything just so bland and campy and just, you know, ugh. But anyways, there's this part in it where this kid runs up to Superman and is like, Superman, can I have your autograph? And he's like, sure, kid. So he takes his pen and he writes an autograph, but when he touched the pen, it turned to gold. And so the kid starts crying and yelling at Superman and saying, you turned my shiny pen into gold. And I'm like, and he runs away crying, saying he hates Superman. And I'm just thinking, you just turned a crappy little red pen into gold. That's worth a lot. Now, I don't know. I never got that. You could buy 1 million red pens, probably. What are we looking at? Anyways, this is a great story if you guys haven't read it. $5.79. Right? Is this the right one? Yeah. Yeah. He had to dig deep. Spider-Man did. He had to dig deep. He's worried about Aunt May having to sell pencils on the corner to make rent. Yes. And great story. He dug deep, and he lifted the most he's ever lifted before. I like those kind of stories. Archie Girls, Betty and Veronica, number 41, $6.99. There's some issues of this that are very, very expensive. I just got issue 40, and it's actually very expensive. Why? I don't know. They're kind of somewhat in suggestive poses. I don't know. Avengers 12 came back 8.5. That'd be an 8.0. $4.99. Got some Fantastic Fours. Number 44. That'd be 9.4. Got a 9.0. I looked at it again. I think I can get a 9.2, but I think the price difference is not really worth sending it back. $3.79. By the way, apparently John Krasinski from The Office, who played Mr. Fantastic in Doctor Strange 2, apparently says he's not going to play Reed Richards again because Fantastic Four, the movie, is in pre-production, I guess. I don't know. I never believe anyone that says anything anymore because they always lie. Big spoiler. You know, I think all the people that are in Spider-Man, no, I would love to be Spider-Man again, and they all were actually Spider-Man. 47. That'd be 9.0, got 9.2. 8.99. What is this? It's early Inhumans, yeah. Like third appearance. Got this Doctor Doom where he steals his powers. I believe this is that issue. 57. That'd be 7.0, got an 8.0. 5.49. Got this old Western Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider number 1. His first appearance. It says origin and first appearance of the new Ghost Rider. Oh, Carter Slade. Anyways, so he's actually called the Phantom Ranger now. But, so there's a Ghost Rider that came out through a different company and later became Marvel. But he was called the Phantom Rider. Frank Frazetta did a couple covers of him. But yeah, so they call him the Ghost Rider. They later turned Johnny Blaze into Ghost Rider. And yeah. And now he's just kind of called the Phantom Rider. Anyways, I thought it'd be 6.0, got a 7.0, $5.99. So yeah, the other Ghost Rider is from the 50s. Here we go. I got High Grade Hunt of Fear 27. Cannibalism story. That'd be 7.0, got an 8.0. 9.99. And we got a Hulk 182. Like Blink 182. That'd be 6.5, got a 5.0. I'm not sure why I said 6.5 because I looked at it and it's not a 6.5. Maybe a 5.5. 6.5 is too high. 179. Here we go. We got a prototype of the Hulk. Before the Hulk was the Hulk. Second appearance. It's actually Zimnu. The Titan. I don't know. And came out, I was hoping $8.99. So what they did with prototypes is they call them prototypes, but really they share similarities. It's basically they are borrowing from themselves. It's kind of like anything, you know, you write a song, you maybe write some parts you really like, you put in a song, it didn't really do that well. And then you go to write another song and you're like, I really like this thing that I did in this song like a couple years ago. Let me probably put it in this song, you know, and make it more of a hit. So pretty much all they did was this. They called him the Hulk. Cool name, not gonna lie. That's a cool name. Not just because I love the Hulk, but let's face it, it's a cool name. It's very unique. I mean, I don't think they came up with the word Hulk. I don't know. They came up with a lot of weird names and monsters, but that'll be interesting to find out. But nonetheless, Hulk, cool name. They just kind of used the name Hulk, and that's about it. So a lot of prototypes. A Steranko cover, right? Yes. Okay. Nick Fury 4 in a 9.4. Nice high grade. Thought it'd be 9.0, got a 9.4, so yay. $6.99. I love Steranko covers, especially during that era. And then we got this one. I don't think I've ever showcased this one before. And a Showcase 56. Oh, look how it just slid right in there. Showcase and Showcase. This is, I think, the second Silver Age appearance of Dr. Fate. The first one was 55. Thought it'd be 8.0, got a 8.5, $3.99. I have to flip this over because I didn't do it prior. Here we go. First appearance of Dormammu and Cleo. Strange Tales 126. That'd be a 5.5. Got a 7.0. So a lot of good stuff. $5.99. Or at least on the ones I pulled. You know, this is not everything. Strange Tales 138. This book has dropped quite a bit since I thought it'd be a 6.0, got a 4.0. So see, not always good. $99. Yeah. Eternity, first appearance. Eternity was in Thor as like a wishing well, which, spoiler alert for Thor 4, he could wish for anything. Anything. And he just wants his daughter to live and to him to die. Why couldn't he just wish for them to both live? I don't know. Anyways, this book is interesting. I'm pretty sure if you did a book like this today, you'd probably be stoned to death or something. I would not be surprised. Came back great. I was home for $2.99. In case you don't know, this is Lois Lane wanted to do some reporter work back when reporters actually did real reporting. And she decided to go through this transformation thing that Superman had and decided to live 24 hours as a black woman. Now, I could only imagine if someone would do this comic today, what would happen? I don't know. But nonetheless, I have not read it, so I don't know what her take was on it. But one of these days I will read it. Tales of Suspense. That'd be 6.075 or 7.0. $2.29. What is this? First Silver Age Red Skull. And then the next one's the origin of the Red Skull at 66. First full appearance of Adam Warlock as him. $2.69. A Vault of Horror. This is a vampire on this cover. It's the last issue. Looks like he's trying to stake him with a wooden stake. Vault of Horror, 40. That'd be 7.5, 7.0, $6.99. You know, I watched, speaking of vampires and stuff like that, I watched that show Wednesday that's on Netflix. Pretty good. I actually liked it. Like, I liked it enough to want to continue watching it. I think what really, there was a little parts that were a little too, I don't know, what is it, YA, young adult, like a little too like with their little drama and who likes who and that kind of stuff. But the character and the actress who played Wednesday Addams was great. Very, very good. I liked her character a lot. X-Men 7. That'll be 5.0, got a 4.0, $3.29. So, yeah, very dark, very just interesting. Interesting enough, the Addams Family first appeared in like a funnies comic, like a Sunday funnies, New Yorker type thing. I think it was 1938 or something like that. 1938, I believe. Super old, long time ago, almost 100 years. So that's pretty crazy. Like, I couldn't even imagine creating something and it's lived, you know, still to this day making new stuff of that, and you're long gone, the creator. X-Men 8 in a 5.0. $2.99. We got this X-Men versus Avengers at a 9. You know, it's funny. I remember this book started going up, and this is a good book, but it started going up in value because a lot of people were like, oh, X-Men are going to come in, and then they're going to fight the Avengers in like the MCU or something like that. And I'm just thinking to myself, and it started heating up and people started buying it, and based off of who knows what, like an article. And you know, most of these articles are literally people that need to just push like something out, some kind of article with zero facts involved. Like, it's crazy how sometimes you'll see a piece of news and then everyone has all this speculation and makes up all this garbage that's not even, like someone will tweet something and then people just read way into it and it's like, that person didn't say it at all. And until that original tweeter comes out and says like, none of this is true, it's just crazy. And so like I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, when this book was popping off a little bit ago, and I was like, okay, first they have to make the X-Men movie. Okay, let's say they rush it and it comes out in like 2 years. Then they have to make the Avengers and the X-Men movie, and that's if the X-Men movie does well again. And they'd have to build up to it somehow. So it's like you're like 6 to 8 years away. So it's like, what are you rushing for? Nonetheless, 5B55 got 60799. Still a good book. But yeah, I just remember that. I just remember thinking that, like, you're so far away from like any of this coming, if it comes to a reality, actually coming to a reality. 299. And last book on this list, second appearance of the Juggernaut. W65 got a 5.0. It was definitely pretty nice, actually, for a 5.0. And there's a little chip right there, and whatever. 299. That will be it. Have a good night.